What's good? It's your girl Amani Caesar.
Smoove. Boy, Trey forever, baby.
Brian Reeves, director of 70 times 7.
Man, it's your boy, Artist.
The girl Tasia's name. Girl named Masam.
It's young Smoove, one half of Back in Business podcast.
Era, the Gap 2 Diva.
Big stuff.
Are you Milan? Here, Milan.
It's your girl, Flaming Gina.
This Auntie P again.
For Lou.
Ebony, aka Ebony with an I. I'm from the Big Head Radio Show, and I'm
With the King Teeth Network, huh?
Alright, and we are back. It's the King TV Network with another amazing interview. And this is an OG in the building. Been working real hard for a long time in the movies, web series, TV shows, and most definitely the music. So we got Smoove got it in the building. How are you?
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm good. I'm real good, honestly.
Which is crazy because you know my dad.
Yeah.
You see my dad grow up.
Yeah.
As you grew up, you know what I'm saying?
Big things when I was younger, for sure.
Now it's coming full circle. I'm interviewing you on your new project.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's crazy.
That's life.
That's life right there.
Full circle, right?
Full circle.
Yeah,
So you got
for
this
sure.
new project, man. Tell the first off, before we tell the people who you are, what you do, all of that good jazz, real quick.
Well, I'm Smoove Gotti. You know what I'm saying? I started in music.
Mm-hmm.
Music has always been like probably the thing I'm most talented at.
Okay.
And it was just always soulfully my passion. Like, how I even got into the entertainment business, period. And then, over time, you evolve. And I took a little break from music, probably like 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
And I started
We gonna get
like
into that.
wanting to get into acting and stuff like that.
So
But
that's when the acting started.
yeah, for sure. And start getting into everything after that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I got into the clothes and how I got into the movie filmmaking and everything. It was just kind of like, I think I had fell out of love with the music business. Not with music. Like I always had a passion for music and making music, but the music business had kind of put me in a space where it was like, yeah, I really don't like the business part of this.
Real shit.
No, for real.
And I definitely know where you coming from.
And some things had happened. Like I had put out an EP, joint EP some years back, like 2-3 years in 2019. And my brother, he was my business partner. Like we created the label Icy Green Entertainment, me, him, another partner of mine. And then he was always like my biggest supporter on the music. So like he would always hit me up like, yo man, people want you to drop, people where the album, you know what I'm saying? And I started getting into the movies, I started getting into the clothes, and he was very supportive still. But he wound up, passing away about a year ago.
Wow.
And it really floored me because he wanted the music so bad. Like he would send me
He
beats.
was your biggest fan.
Yeah, he was definitely my biggest fan,
That's
for sure.
what you said in the project.
Yeah,
I can hear it.
He was my first fan.
Wow.
We was like a year and a half apart.
It's like my boy over there, Scott. That's like my first fan.
Yeah, that's dope. We was like a year and a half apart, so it was always me and him.
So that's your brother?
Yeah, it's my blood brother. That's
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm older by a year and a half. He was much taller. You know what I'm saying? But we grew up in the house together. And
Y'all
like,
rode together.
yeah, his whole life for sure.
Yeah.
And so for me, as he was, transitioning, we had got to spend like a week with him, but he was kind of there, not really there. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So I just devoted, told him like, I'm gonna make the coldest music, in your memory. And I told
While
him
he
that.
was still on. While
Yeah,
he was still here.
he was on his way out.
Wow.
And that was the thing. And I told him I was gonna do it like I did my first mixtape. And I felt bad that I didn't get it in time, like because you sometimes you think you got forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And we don't got forever. You know what I'm saying?
So it keeps moving.
Yeah, we got a lifetime, and that's nobody know how long it's gonna be. So
Exactly.
for me, that was everything. So I started making a project dedicated to Dez, who Desmond is my brother.
Okay.
And
And that's the name of the project.
That's the name of the project.
If you haven't got that, go stream that right now. Dedicated to Dez. It's dedicated for Dez, right?
dedicated to Dez.
It's to Dez.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dedicated to Dez. The first song on the tape is called Dedicated.
Yeah.
And you speak on everything on that one. Because you have a song That's the title of the
dedicated
action.
to
Yes, you have that song, and I want to speak on that one. But this first one, it is dedicated. It's kind of like bringing yourself back to the dedication you had to the music.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is exactly. It's like I came up late 90s, early millennium music where it was rap, where you had, Fabulous, Jay-Z, DMX, Jadakiss, where them intros was sometimes everything.
Everything.
I was a huge Benny Siegel fan. I remember on the Be Coming, my brother actually bought that CD. First time I listened, it was The Reason. First time I listened to The Reason, it was The Truth and it was The Reason. And then that intro, Nothing Like It, was just amazing. Man. It was just like, I always told myself, every intro I ever do to any project, it gotta be that where you rap, where you show off your skills. And so basically that's what Dedicated was just saying like, you got a real wealth of experience in music, and entertainment, and life. And it was like, that's what I wanted that to be like.
I love that. And it kind of reintroduces new fans to who you are,
exactly.
Everything you've done as well. Yeah. Like I had to rededicate myself to this. I lost it for a second, but I had to, after this tragedy, and this is what my biggest fan wanted from me. I'm about to give it to him.
And that is exactly what this was made to do.
Wow.
And it's kind of like it was certain parts where I doubted myself, even when he was still alive and well, and he wanted me to do certain things. It was like, man, I'm getting older. Like, do I still got it? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I didn't lose my love for music. I still was rapping and listening. I'm a fan of music, period.
Yeah.
So music always helps shift my mood. And so like, it's a lot of artists, new and of old, that I listen to.
Absolutely.
And so, you always, I would be writing music in my head or still writing verses.
Were you recording at all during this time of break?
Yeah, I recorded a little, but not as much. I had a studio in the house, and I kind of shut that down and went and opened the studio, started letting other artists record. And stuff like that. Like, it's just kind of like I was real busy in the movie world, and
I want to get to that. Like
trying
that
to
whole
rebrand myself into something different. Like, and it was actually more challenging in ways than when I'm real emotional towards like. If my emotions ain't in something, you gonna see it.
Yeah.
I can't really fake it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I took the break from music, it was kind of like I said, as a fan, anytime somebody drops something new, I'm listening to it.
Yeah.
Right? And then, period, I'm still rapping. I'm still, that never left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's always been a challenge and something I felt real strong about. And then I kind of was just telling myself, yeah, I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to drop something else. When I dropped the EP with my buddy, that was cool. I felt the energy. It was good. And then, like, still it was kind of like, time going, though. Now I'm 32, 33. Yeah. And then it was like, I had to, is they still going to feel me? Because I'm not about to do too, like, I'm not going, I got to be me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And in certain ways, I used to feel it 25 or 28 that I don't feel it 35.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And in certain things and adapting to what's going on that I do feel.
Yeah.
Like I said, I listen to a lot of young artists and I feel them. I remember being in their shoes in a sense of what they're going through. So it was just like, man, I wonder if they still gonna feel me. If they gonna still feel what I got to say, and I gotta say it the way I know how to say it. I can't. Like, I'm not about to learn auto-tune. I'm not about to try to step into this new world. I'm just gonna be true to myself and step into this and see if they're gonna mess with it.
Right. Well, I think they did. Because you had, and this is one of the highlights for me, the different features you had on there.
Oh, yeah.
It was from the older generation to the younger generation.
Yeah.
And it blended very, very well.
I appreciate that.
What made you, first off, kind of name some of the people you had on there, but kind of what was your thought process of getting some of these people on this track?
Well, everybody who was on the album was somebody that my brother liked their music.
Wow.
Like, he was a huge lover of music. Period. Yeah. So, like, I had Bebe Savo on there.
Yeah.
And, like, my brother was the first person to get me hip to Bebe Savo.
Really?
Yeah. He was like, hey, it's this dude. He got this song with the baby. He's nice. And, one thing I ain't never been is a hater.
Right.
And if somebody can rap, they got a better chance of me liking their music, just period. So when I seen the video and I'm like, yeah, he hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? He going. So that was one thing. Like, yeah, I would love to do a song with that dude. You feel what I'm saying? Then like a lot of the other cats is cats from my way. They're from my neighborhood.
Gotcha.
Like we've been doing music for years, but this is like the people that he was huge fans of their music. So, and it was hard because I got a lot of relationships in the industry. I got a lot of relationships with people, and I had to kind of turn down some people. You know what I'm saying? And then like it was like the song on Grandma. Those are my actual 2 blood cousins on that song.
Wow.
Yeah, and
it was family embedded into this from start to finish.
On the cover, if you look at the cover,
that's my
grandmother.
Wow.
And that's we was photobombing the picture and we ain't know it.
Oh, you know, so y'all two are in the back.
Yeah.
Got you.
It was my cousin and his mom and my auntie, and it was his graduation. And my grandma, and they was trying to take a picture, and you know, back then you had the big Polaroids. We was just being bad, running behind the cars, and you know, I didn't see that picture until my brother passed away.
Wow.
So that was, hey, you know, when somebody passed away, everybody going
everything
pictures.
Come out.
I'm like, how did we get in this picture? You know what I'm saying? And it felt me. And then like when I started looking back at some of my losses in life, you know what I'm saying? Those 2 probably hit me the hardest, my grandmother and my brother, for sure. Even, you know, and I had a son that passed, but those 2 hit me so hard. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it just was a great picture.
Yeah. It was an amazing cover art. I mean, it hit home to everything you were trying to do in the project. Now, you spoke on the features being outside of a couple being people where you're from. Family, if that.
Yeah, family. Yeah.
Where are you from exactly? Like, what part of the city?
I grew up on Cliffview. I grew up off Euclid Avenue on Cliffview.
Okay.
I went to Collinwood High School.
Okay.
I went to Marcus Spellacy. That's the area I grew up. That's, you know, that's my neighborhood. So you know, it's a lot of talent from that neighborhood too.
And what was it like growing up there?
Oh man, it was hustling. We grew up around hustlers. So like our neighborhood known for cats who was hustling and getting money. Yeah, like that's for sure. Like, and we was always kind of with the setting trends more so. Like we was putting Gucci in our Timbs. We was getting the Gucci sold in our Timbs back in 2002, 2001.
Wow.
Like we was just always into that. The Iceberg, everything that was popping. It was like, you know, somebody from that way getting some money, they're gonna, you know, everybody
that way.
Yeah, a lot of hustlers, man, for sure. My way.
So you wanted to be a hustler growing up?
I really kind of like, I had no choice. You know what I'm saying? Like I was actually, you know, spent most of my life. I was raised by my father for like half of my life. Like me and my brother, we grew up in the house with my dad. My dad worked at the post office. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to that.
Yeah, he's still working at the post office.
Really?
Yeah. And so like, you know,
good benefit.
So one thing, I had a father. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my friends did not.
And you spoke on that on the album. What's the difference? Like, what does that mean? Because I grew up with a father as well.
I think you see a man be a man.
Right.
So I seen my father own the house. I seen him own the car. Like he paid all the bills. He went to work. You know what I'm saying? So like I actually saw a man like be like, you know, my mother didn't live with us. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was just different. And a lot of people, majority of my friends didn't have their fathers in their lives. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then at times my father was, you know, a father figure to some of my friends.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And they all always had a lot of respect. We used to go hoop. You know what I'm saying? So I think if anything, my father taught me how to get some money. He taught me how to work.
Did he really?
Yeah. So like, we got paid for chores. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you didn't do your chores right, you didn't get paid, and you had to redo them. You get what I'm saying? So it's just certain things that get instilled in you. And then, you know, one of the things though, when your parents at work, the streets gonna have a big element to your life. Yeah. And my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, I was in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Then I was the oldest boy, so you know, when you're the oldest boy, you always gotta be ready. You gotta be ready to fight, you gotta be ready to do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So did you have to deal with that a lot?
Oh yeah.
Especially being an older brother?
Oh yeah.
You had to set the tone?
You couldn't be the sucker, man. If I was gonna be a sucker, we both was gonna be suckers.
Yeah.
We was gonna be looked at as the sucker.
Yeah.
You know? And,
so you couldn't.
Yeah,
you couldn't
be the sucker. Nah,
you had to set it. And you was only a year and a half older, so everything was coming your way first.
Everything first, yeah. And then, you know, as you get older, as you know, you grow into that, you know, it's street rules, it's things that you get to respect, but, you know, and that just is what it is. That was the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think every neighborhood is different. Some neighborhoods is known for this or that.
Right.
I would think if you know that side of town, you know that we from a long line of hustlers.
Real shit. So, okay, growing up, and you didn't really choose it. It chose you. It didn't really choose you. You had to just adapt.
Mm-hmm.
When did you say, I'm going to go the legit route? Because you said in one, I forget what song it was.
Hustler's Turn Legit is doing a hell of a voice.
It's one. That's one of my favorite lines in the whole album. That's one of my favorite parts.
I think when you start losing people.
Yeah.
Like, I lost a couple of friends, to the streets in my early 20s.
Wow.
And
how did that affect you?
hard. It was very hard. And then it's like, you always got those friends who, real friends you went to war with. They, y'all fought together. Y'all, got money together. Or y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get more girls than you. You argue with them and stuff like that. And then, when tragedy happens and lives get snatched and, friends go to prison. And I actually, like I said, there's a lot of positive people from my hood.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they was getting money, even, what I'm saying, like an older cat from my hood, he always let me know, like, man, you don't got to be out here.
Wow.
Because, like, you could go the legitimate route. You did enough. Like, it's nothing nobody could ever say about you. You ain't no sucker. You always went and got some money in it. Him telling me that, and I had so much respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's my homie Biggie. Shout out to Biggie. And, Biggie telling me that, like, you know what I'm saying, you don't got to be out here. For real. Like, you can go get a good job, graduate from high school. You know what I'm saying? It just makes you think, like, what am I doing? And I started feeling like, I can be the person from where we from who do it legitimate.
Wow.
And do it different.
Wow.
So, I feel like I always
had... It takes one person, It takes one person. Be that person.
Not for real. I mean, like, I never forget those conversations.
I've had some of those where, just like even this, just, hey, keep going. I see you. And it was from somebody I truly respected.
Yeah.
It's like, I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Now I'm on something.
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, those little things, even if this ain't a life, like, he was obviously doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? But he let me know, some things that I probably need to know at that time.
Yeah.
Because I was getting in trouble.
Yeah.
I could have went a whole bunch of different ways. And then, like I said, when you start losing people over a little bit of nothing,
right,
you start thinking, like,
is it worth it?
No, it's not. I know it's not worth it. You feel what I'm saying?
It's not worth it.
Yeah, and like at the end of the day, I feel like sometimes you could be more powerful and do more for people being good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's been one of my goals too, is to partner up with some of my people to win. Because I'm all about building. It's like, if you can build with somebody, y'all can win for life.
Right.
No matter what it is, and things work through people. So, you know what I'm saying, you need people. And like, you know what I'm saying, if I can bring the peanut butter and jelly and you got the bread, there we go. We got a sandwich.
Right.
We can hustle this sandwich.
And we can get the sandwich going fast.
For sure. And that's just been my mentality over the years, is that, like, things work better with people.
That's a fact. And that's, the King Team Network would be nothing without y'all. Nothing without the people who actually make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So that is very much important. I want to talk about the time you lost the love because of the music business.
Yeah.
So speak on, and specifically, I want you to speak on what happened as far as in the business that you had to deal with, that you didn't care for.
I would without ever saying names or anything like that, because I don't believe
we don't care about that
on any level. But
facts.
I would honestly
even
say,
dry.
Yeah. I would honestly say, the music business, it can be a lot of charades in it. It's very expensive. And more so, it's levels to the game. Like, I feel like I started the rap game in the mixtape era, where it was a lot of music being made on Jockey for Beats. You had the Wayne era dropping mixtapes. You had Jeezy, everything. So I started off making music in this way, and that was what it was. You had to have a mixtape, and then I think now music has crossed into the DSPs era, which is the DSPs, is streaming services and streaming technology. And now, you can't go make a Super Gremlin remix, like, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
and get it streamed. It's
Right.
just, they're gonna take it down. It's not gonna work for you, and you know what I'm saying. So just me personally, just in this business, it's certain people who you could invest in, and they would be a pirate, or it's certain things that you could do, and things don't go the right way, and you cut from the cloth that I'm cut from, you know what I'm saying. You might throw it all away over stuff like that, like for real.
Yeah.
And that was just one thing. And then I think like I said, it's levels. You know what I'm saying? 25, 26, I might have wanted to be the biggest artist that ever rap, right?
Right.
I feel like, I gotta get signed to a big label or whoop. And then now it's like, nah, I need fans more than I need anything. I just need people to support what I'm doing. Like, so when I make music, and I really always wanted people to feel my music. Like, I don't want to do a song and it's intent behind each song. So it's like, more so now, I need people to like my music more than I need any of the other superficial things that come with it. And I just think the way the game has changed, it's a much better process, and it's better for you to come into the industry because you don't need as many people. You don't need a manager if you don't want one. You don't need these things that, like, you don't need a label. You don't need people who are not as invested in you as they might be invested in a business of how they can exploit you or exploit money off of you or whatever. So it's just, and it's other things that I think I could touch on where it's just like, why is hip hop music the only music where, people feel like it can only be one king or it can only be one person, where you're such in a battle for, I want to steal his fan base. I want to battle you so I could take your fans.
That makes no sense.
It makes no sense. They don't do that in rock and roll.
Nope.
I have never seen bands like, I'm going to kill this dude, or it's so much beef that I don't want nobody to listen to him. You either going to listen to me or listen. It's crazy.
Yeah.
R&B, they don't do it.
Nope.
You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, Cleveland is small, as a smaller market than New York or Atlanta, and it's crazy to me that artists be in so much competition with each other than looking at the world or the whole rap game as the competition to be in competition with them, because it's just like, it's so small. Like I don't get how like artists from the city be at each other's necks. Like, I don't want to be the top dog here, but then you're not worried about the industry. It's like 100 top dogs from the industry, right? Or let's say top 10, and they ain't from Cleveland. Right. But you worried about being better than the person in Cleveland. Like, it's kind of
and willing to kill them to be that. Yeah,
it's like, I listen to a lot of different artists, so I'm for sure that fans who like Drake, like Kendrick, they like Lil Uzi Vert, J. Cole, Future.
I like them all.
I like them all. And it's okay. Like, it's okay. I had a debate the other day with my homie. He's like, you kind of are who you listen to. I'm like, no, I listen to a lot of artists. I listen to Drake all the time. But you a street dude. Okay. I listen to Drake, though. I think he's one of the most talented artists. Right. But me listening to Drake don't got nothing to do with who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he makes good music. Like, but I also listen to Doughboy, or I listen to Piggy, or I listen to
shout out to Piggy too.
I listen to whoever that got a message. Yeah. Like, if you can catch me with the words, I'm gonna check you out. Factual. You know what I'm saying? Factual. And I think of that way. Like, I support the people that come my way. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And especially the rappers. Like, I just always like words. So it's like, if you got something to say, I listen to Pooh Shiesty. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I listen to Dirt. You know what I'm saying? I like NBA Youngboy music too. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's okay. It's like, okay. And it's fans that like all of their music. Like, just, now some people gonna like Drake, or Drake might have more fans than whoever. But that don't mean that some of those fans don't listen to NBA Youngboy, or don't listen to. And it's like, we just gotta start thinking in a different way. Absolutely. Like, if half of the rap game do music with each other all the time, what is that telling you?
Oh my gosh.
Cats be weird about doing music with people.
That makes no sense.
It's hip hop has a terrible programming.
It does. And
it's amongst us, and it's just like, it's so much hatred or whatever. It's like, I gotta be the one. Like, if I feel like I'm a better rapper than you, then I feel like I'm better than you. and it's just at each level of the game, I kind of could see like Kanye put a whole bunch of artists on his album.
Right.
He did that because he wanted to tap into their fan base.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? Young, old, whatever. Like he wanted to tap into their fan
into
base.
every one of them.
Yep.
That's a fact. Okay, so after all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go into movies.
Yeah, I attest that to just being the growth of me. Mm-hmm. And why I say that is, when I was like, yo, this music stuff kind of getting me down. Let me try something. I always wanted to act.
Okay.
But it was not a lot going on in the city. It was like, it would be one or two films coming out every once in a while.
Yeah.
Or, you might be late to it or whatever. And then, like, one of my business partners introduced me to this young kid, Johnny Lumpkin, and he had a whole little thing going on. So I decided to be, an actor. Mm-hmm. So,
First time?
Yeah, first time. He had the whole little Saturday meetings and everything. So,
were you nervous?
Not really.
Okay.
I get there, boom, and I'm seeing like, wow, this young dude is like I'm like got Johnny by like 7 years. Mm-hmm. He doing this thing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? He bringing a lot of people together. Mm-hmm. And then, over time I start seeing like, oh, okay, he need a little help. But, he came to me and he was like, yo, man, you got a lot of business sense. You know what I'm saying? We ever thought about, like, I really need some help. Mm-hmm. And it was like, yeah. So next thing you know, I'm executive producing the movie.
Wow.
We spent a long time making the movie. But it was a lot of good things about his character that I found out. Like, he was actually started filming like a year or two before I even got involved. And he had a crew that walked out on him. And so, like, one thing I learned about people is if things don't kill you, they only gonna build you. Yep. You feel what I'm saying? And so, like, I knew if he was back after a whole crew walked out on him, he had to scrap everything, and he was back doing it, he ain't gonna quit on me. Right. So I could invest everything in this because he will not quit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He ain't quit on himself. And, sometimes that stuff can shatter your ego. It can hurt you.
It can break you down.
So I knew then that he was a good investment. He needed help. And then, like, for me, I was like crash course into learning everything about a movie. Like, so I didn't just learn to act. I had to learn how to run a production. Yeah. Like, YouTube. Actually in real time, it was like being thrown in the fire. But next thing you know, we finally bust that out. We started doing Hef's documentary. That was cool.
Well, okay. Whoa. So, boom, you knock out this first movie. What is this first movie called?
Life Lessons.
Life Lessons. And where can they get that?
Oh, it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
We got 500,000 streams.
Yeah.
We had a real big premiere. We had, it was our first movie. Check it out.
And when did that come out?
It came out in 2019.
Yeah. See, I do my research. I try to. And then you did the Big Hef documentary.
Yep. We was actually kind of doing that at the same time.
Okay.
We was actually following Hef around for like a year. And
what?
That was cool because, just my passion for music, seeing somebody who behind the scenes, who a lot of people wouldn't know, has affected the industry in a lot of ways.
So
here.
much.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. And then, it was kind of cool. And that kind of helped build up my passion
back
to get back, like to see it from another side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not trying to rap at this point. I'm not. You feel what I'm saying? I'm actually at other things. I got other things going on, and it's kind of like a catch-22 with that. Because I honestly, tell myself the truth that if I wouldn't have took a break from music, I wouldn't have learned.
So you think it was the best thing the best decision you made for yourself at the time?
Oh yeah, because it's just so many more opportunities you can give people.
Yeah.
Doing movies, like movies open up. There's so much money that can be made. So many doors of opportunity. Like, it's a lot of people with talent here. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people with clothing brands.
Yeah.
People like you.
Yeah.
With shows and. You know what I'm saying?
I can act too. They don't know that yet.
And that's what I'm saying. Too. And so, like, I learned some years back that he who gives the most opportunities get the most blessings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at a business, businesses get taxed the least and they make the most because they're giving
a service,
so much
product, whatever.
They're giving a lot of opportunity.
Uh-huh.
You look at a company like, let's say, a Sways Lock. They got so many employees that they're shaping their whole families. You know what I'm saying? They're paying them a salary, so they're going to get the most blessings. So I started looking at how can I be a part of things that I'm helping people, you know, this is
Wow.
most people have a passion for what they're
Yeah.
doing. They have a passion to act, or they have a passion for music. Like our first movie was a lot of rappers,
Yeah.
but they were serious. They wanted to get themselves out there. Like, you
That
know what I'm
was
saying?
was TC in there?
TC was in there.
Yeah,
My boy
okay. It's
Kush,
all coming
yeah.
full circle for me. This is beautiful. I love this.
Yeah, and like honest to God, so and to see how many people was hungry, it just kind of awakened me to like, yo, if we just keep doing this, people gonna watch it. People,
Yeah.
you know, and look at how big Tubi blew up in the
Yeah.
last few years. You know, because you telling our stories, or you telling stories that we can identify with.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to help as many people as I can because I didn't get all that help when I was little.
That's facts. Now, you are on, and we're good, right? Okay, because I want to talk about. Go ahead.
I would just say repeat that last sentence.
No, it's fine. I can adjust that. But I want to talk about the lick,
Oh yeah.
because that's running. That's about to be. I feel like season 2 on Tubi gonna be that boy.
I feel like they didn't step their game up too. Shout out to my boy Rig.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Rick.
Steel. Shout out to everybody on the lit camp. Or
Uh-huh.
with my homies, man. I love showing up to set. We laugh.
That's what they said.
We laugh, man. We have a good time. All the ladies, shout out to them on the lit.
Absolutely.
And there's so many names. If I keep naming people, I'm gonna miss somebody. and I always
Temptation.
forget. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. How did you even get on there?
So this the circle of opportunity.
There
right?
we go.
You look at it like we was shooting the cap last year, which is
Mhm.
about to come out, and Johnny brought in Rick. Like, hey, yeah, Rick gonna help us out and do stuff, and Rick came to help us out on the cap. He's an actor in the cap, and he was actually a part of the team
Wow.
that helped
Very
us.
talented guy.
Very
Very
talented.
talented.
And so, and then he told me he was doing a lick, and he told me, I started watching it. Like I said, I'm one of them people. You bring me something in due time, I'm going to pay attention to
Facts.
it, and I critique it if that's what you want. But I'm gonna pay attention to it. And one of the things I said was, man, you got something.
Yeah.
And like, he was real passionate with his movement, what he was trying to do. He was trying to get the city kind of together.
Yeah.
He was saying, I kind of like how it's going because I got certain people from different neighborhoods, and
Working
you know what I'm
together.
saying, and they're working together instead of fighting,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of, you know what I'm saying. I like that. I like everything, and it was like,
That's the
I look
move
at
right
it like when you start with a little and you build, ain't nothing like it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I seen it, and I'm like, yo, I want to be a part of it. First off, it was right up my alley. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
Yeah.
street dude, whatever. And I liked it. And it was just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And I used to just call them sometimes, like, yo, man, we gotta get more people to watch this, man. Like, you gotta promote this a little bit. That's how I think. I think I'm a promoter or whatever. I think I'm, whatever. But
It's
like
real.
on some real stuff, man. Like to see where it's gotten to.
So-
Like we already filmed one episode for
Right.
season 2. We started filming the second one. Man, y'all gonna be in love with this season.
I love it. What episode did you get on?
I believe I'm on episode 5 and 6 of season 2, which is
Episode-
season 1.
Which is season 1 on Tubi. And who did you play?
Oh, I play Gotti.
You play
I
Gotti.
play Gotti. I'm the plug.
You the plug.
I'm the plug
From the other side, right?
From the other side.
I love it.
Town.
I love it.
And now, I'm a main character and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you're gonna be even in a
every
bigger
episode.
role,
Mhm.
and in every episode of
Yeah.
season 2 on Tubi.
Mhm.
That's shit. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
That
man.
don't always
Thank you.
happen.
No, I don't.
It don't always
But
happen.
I attest that to a circle of, like I said, he came to help us out.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate him. He had his own thing. Sometimes people had their own thing. They be like, I don't got time to help nobody else. I'm doing my own thing. The fact that he was like, yo, I'm doing my thing, but I still want to be involved with other things. Let me know what type of person he is. He's a builder.
Mm-hmm.
So me, I'm a builder. I could be easily on my ego and say, hey, well, I do my own. I'm in my own films. I don't got to be in nobody else's stuff. I can act,
Right.
and that's some people think like that. I don't think that's the right frame of mind to think. But I'm like, yeah, I can be a part of it. And then look how things blossom.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, things get picked up and it's really a hit. But
That's
it's
it.
just thinking in a way where it's like, if I can add any value to anything, why not?
Facts. Shout out to the lick. Shout out to everything they got going on. Hey, Scotty Too Hottie, we got another guest coming, and he's outside, so go ahead and grab them real quick. Okay. Now I want to talk about the cap real quick.
Oh yeah.
What is the cap, and when is it coming out? I see coming soon so much. I want to know when it's coming.
The Cap is dope. That's a movie that me and Johnny and Hef and Finch put together, and it's based in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the 2006 era with the baggy clothes, white t-shirts, and it's about a young dude from the city, and he kind of in that world where the internet, like MySpace type world, where it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna bring back all those things, flip phones, and, you know, the dance music and the snapping, and you know,
baggy pants?
baggy pants, everybody baggy.
Come on now.
Big long chains.
Big long chain.
Chain hang low, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
make
But,
it follow through the. Okay.
I think it's probably
What happened?
Johnny's biggest writing project. And, you know, I know
Really?
he has some people help him out on the writing too. But it's just a great story. I think people gonna enjoy it because it kind of remind me of like maybe like The Wood or like ATL.
Wow.
Or like Dope in the Land was like the two movies that I think was like after The Wood and ATL that was like amazing to me. So I would think it's on along those same lines.
You think it's on that level?
And the acting is phenomenal.
Wow. Do you know who's in this outside of yourself?
A lot of good actors, my homie Louis, Savon, people that you probably done seen in a lot of other projects. But we had over 150 people come auditioning for these roles, of course. It got hard to choose because there was so much talent. And then we tried to utilize everybody who came out as an extra or put them in the movie. But it's going to be a really good movie. I think it was well shot. I know it's at the end of this editing phase, and everybody's excited to get it out.
Okay, do you have a release date?
I can't get that out right now.
We gonna eventually be the place we get the exclusive.
I've seen majority of the movie, like in the editing phase, and like from what I've seen, it's pretty good.
Wow.
It's like I said, it's very strong acting. Like it's crazy because like as an actor, I'm still learning. You know, every opportunity is a different phase of me learning. One, and then like when you get around people that it's so natural with something, it's like me. I try to be a sponge, even though I'm one of the people that's running the movie. I'm still trying to, you know, talk and get pointers and tips from some of these more established actors or who've been acting and been in plays.
Absolutely.
When they, you know, being on set with certain people or being in scenes with certain people, they carry you. And it's like, man, people gonna love me because I'm in this scene with
you,
with this dude, and he cold. You know what I'm saying? So it makes you want to step your game up, or you know, and it is what it is. But I think the acting is on point.
Well, that's amazing, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to everything. I mean, we done broke down everything. You got so much going on. Go get that new album dedicated to Dez. I mean, it has the bars, it has the melodies. You can ride with it. You can smoke to it. You can get a bottle and you can do whatever you want to do and vibe out to that tape. That's for sure.
For sure. I agree. You have a great ear for music.
Appreciate that.
And like, even without me describing the CD, you knew. So I think I might have did a good job putting it together.
Definitely did.
Because the message is out.
There you go.
If you listen, you can hear it. And,
real shit.
Like, I know I tried to send it to as many people. I thought I almost got my account banned.
I've been there. I've been there.
And in a sense, for me, it's like, I've always been like a little nervous when I send my music to people. Because, you know, you put a lot of love into it. But this time I wasn't. Like, it's because at the end of the day, the message was deeper than anything. Yeah. Like, I went through so many points of grief on this album. Like, it was times where I just couldn't sleep because it's like, man, I gotta finish this. I gotta finish this. It was very hard for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, it's certain songs is dedicated to him, where it feel like I'm kind of talking to him. And then, you know, it was other things where like I had a cousin who wanted to get on the album at the end of the album, and you know what I'm saying. And I think he kind of felt like I was, you know, didn't want him on it, and that wasn't the case. But you know, I got a distribution situation and everything, and it's like I really wanted this out in February.
Wow.
And I didn't turn it in until like the end of February, and then it's like, it'd be better, you know, you give yourself 4 weeks, and you know, I didn't want to disrespect my brother. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like I wanted to get I know this is something he wanted for me, and this is something I did for him.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, that was the most important thing. Like, put this project out and do everything the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, and I still got other things I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Are
for
you
the
coming
summer.
back with more music?
Oh yeah, I'm not.
So are you back?
I'm
Some
back.
people just do the little one
I don't think
one
I'm
off
never,
and then
I think
are
I'm
you
gonna do
back?
music. I think I'm gonna do music for the rest of my life for sure. And I want to help other artists. Like, I'm an older artist. It ain't just about me. I want a movement.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people who do talk to me, I try to tell them, like, you know, my big overall goal is to give Cleveland its real time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm serious. Like, I want Cleveland to have its time, like, in Detroit. It's having their time. Like, Atlanta been having their time.
Right.
Texas had their time. Florida's had their time. Where it's like, we got like 15, 20 artists that's on, and the messages, you know, it's out there where it's like Cleveland. It's a lot of talent, whether it's movies, music, whatever. That's my big overall goal, is to be directly in the mix of what's going on and making it happen.
Real shit. Okay, so before we get out of here, we gotta do one thing. It's called Get It Off Your Chest. Basically, that's just whatever you need to get off before we see you again. Whether it's an announcement, whether it's how you feeling about the tape, whether it's thanking your supporters, whatever it is, get it off your chest before we see you again.
Well, one thing I appreciate, everybody that's doing something in the entertainment world, period. If you got a podcast, if you got an album, if you making movies, everybody. Because overall, we all making dreams come true.
Right.
Working together. So it's like, you never know who you're going to meet. Like, I done met people just coming here today.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And building. And I feel like as long as we living in that purpose, then we all can benefit.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of like Circle Success Society. Circle, that's everybody giving to something and everybody building each other up. So I just want to give a big kudos to everybody in the city that's doing something.
Real shit.
Because I've been on so many podcasts over the last week or two, and it's just like, it's so much energy and good vibes. And it's like, yo, let's just push this to another level, and let's give all of us the opportunity to shine and get out in front, you know, bigger than just this city. So that's to me one of the most important messages. And, you know, I definitely feel like, be true to you, be true to your art, whatever it is, you know, and support each other in a sense where, you know, we got to make it cool. I'll be happy once it's cool that Cleveland is listening to Cleveland artists.
Oh man, I tweeted this and I tell this all the time. I'm bumping my city right now.
Yeah,
I'm bumping my city when I'm around
I think
the city.
we gotta
and outside the city.
Make it cool.
Gotta make it cool.
I think it's better than it ever been.
Yes,
it's better than it ever been.
It's some talented motherfuckers right now.
I think we gotta make it to where, you know, if you walk up to 10 artists, or if you walk up to 10 people in the city, you ask them who you listen to, who the best artists. 9 out of 10, they're not gonna name somebody from Cleveland unless you say,
they don't even know them.
Or unless you say, like, all right, who you listen to from Cleveland, or woo. Then it's like we gotta make it cool.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we should be watching our own movies. We should be watching what's coming from this city.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? At least listening to it, giving it a critique, or saying, hey, let's do it like this, or woo. I think we all owe each other that. Like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody that's doing something in this creative space needs to be invested in everybody.
Yeah.
And how you do that is by support. Hey, come on my show. Hey, I got something. We all can blow. It only take one person. If we all start this giving, we gonna receive something too.
Exactly. And boom, this is the King TV Network. Thank you, Gotti. I appreciate you, man. You just talking that real shit.
I try every time.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring, because this is gonna be an inspiring one for everybody who listens to this. And thank you, King TV Network World Family. We are out of here.